Hi, it's Shannon Heaton, and for this season of the Tune of the Month, I shall continue to present and teach a tune. I'll bring in Matt Heaton for some harmonic perspective on the tune, and I'll give a little Irish Music Stories podcast style information about each tune. Glad you're here, and welcome to the Tune of the Month. Thank you for joining me for a Tune of the Month, Matt Heaton.
Thank you for having me, Shannon Heaton. Shall we do the Morning Lark?
Yes. We'll play it once around and then break it down phrase by phrase for easy learning. 1, 2, 3. Lovely tune, isn't it?
Really is.
So we're going to break down the architecture of the tune to kind of investigate how it's constructed. But first, we're going to step back and learn a little bit more about the bigger story of this tune. I'm Shannon Heaton, and this is Irish Music Stories, the show about traditional music and the bigger stories behind it. Like how the little morning lark sings freely. No ads, no sales. It rises at dawn with its song that maybe has the power to uplift. At least it's not intending to knock anyone down. I've always known this jig as the Morning Lark. In the Francis O'Neill 1907 collection, it's called The House in the Glen. But in his 1903 collection, O'Neill called it The Yellow Little Boy. Now, people apparently used to call gold coins yellow boys, but The Yellow Little Boy was certainly a reference to a character in a groundbreaking newspaper comic strip series called Hogan's Alley. This was a cartoon about Irish and other immigrants living in the New York slums, created by Richard Felton Outcolt. He was born in Lancaster, Ohio in 1863. His parents, Jesse and Catherine, had come over from Germany. Richard was probably their only child. His series debuted in February 1895 as a black and white single-panel cartoon. The main character was this bald, grinning boy with buck teeth and big ears who lived in a slum with other quirky tenement kids. 3 months later, Hogan's Alley came out in color. Now the kid was wearing a big, dumb, yellow nightshirt. It was one of the first series to use speech balloons after initially using text on the boy's shirt. This was revolutionary and helped launch the modern comic strip, and the bright yellow shirt inspired yellow journalism, which was about using bright illustrations and sensational clickbait headlines to sell more newspapers. Pulitzer used that approach. But it wasn't just the bright colors and speech balloons that Richard used that got people's attention. They really got a kick out of his wacky look at urban chaos. They laughed at his take on New York City's immigrant squalor, and they laughed at Mickey Dugan, the yellow little boy character. I guess he was supposed to be this Irish slum child. But Richard drew him with some of the stereotypes that people were using for Chinese people. That yellow shirt really resonated with the yellow peril propaganda that villainized and dehumanized Asians. One reviewer described Richard's comic strip boy with the yellow clothing, the squinted eyes, and the buck teeth and big ears as a Chinese Irishman. A lot of those 19th century and early 20th century visual tropes that were used to mock Chinese immigrants overlapped with that Irish Mick mockery. These were characters depicted as drunk or opium-addled savages. It was a blend of gross humor and also genuine alarm at these hordes from China and Ireland who seemed so threatening. Richard and his Hogan's Alley ragtag crew in the stupid clothes and the slapstick situations got Americans laughing at poverty without pushing for change. He pushed the laughs. And as we know from TikTok, pushing someone over instead of picking someone up gets more views. Really, Jesse and Catherine's only son could have done better. Well, Francis O'Neill did better when he renamed the jig House in the Glen in his 1907 collection. I think calling this tune The House in the Glen, or even better, The Morning Lark, is more uplifting than The Little Yellow Boy. The morning lark starts to warm up its voice as the day first starts to break. It's triggered by light, but the specific songs that it sings are learned, and the bird adapts them with practice. Some melodies and trills work better than others. So I suppose the morning lark song isn't completely ad-free. They want their work to reach the ears and hearts of receptive listeners. There are possible mates out there. And they're trying to ward off danger and make their own little territory as good and beautiful as it can be. Still, no matter who pays attention, the morning lark sings its little tune for the beginning of a new day and all the hope that that can bring. A little transition from dark to a more melodious approach. Okay, so let's get into the architecture of this tune, how it's constructed. The beautiful morning lark. I'm wearing my yellow sweater to reframe the tune, to reframe this beautiful color. And let's get into the A part of the tune, kind of how it is put together.
Let's hear that first phrase. All right, so it starts off with a nice statement of D major, but it goes down a little lower than the flute, doesn't it?
Good. Next phrase, second phrase, I'm going to start on the beautiful D pickup note.
Nice, kind of bouncing around in a G chord. Same as the first phrase. And a nice little wrap-up phrase.
Great, let's do that A part again, and I'm going to change one note. So, first phrase.
Interesting. Did you throw a little C natural in there?
I did.
Yeah. Third phrase, the same. Last phrase, same both times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on to the B part.
Right. Okay, goes up higher, very common occurrence. Second phrase starts similarly to the first phrase, but not exactly the same.
Right, instead of going A, D, D, it goes A, B, D in my setting of the tune.
Third phrase. Sounds the same as the first phrase. Similar to the last phrase of the first part, but a little different because it's approaching it from up high.
Right. Great. That's how it is put together. So now let's get in the weeds as to what are the notes of each phrase.
We're going to use the metronome, and Shannon will play a phrase, and then you can sing that phrase back. Always easier to learn it by ear and learn to sing it before you have to worry about where the actual notes are. If you just get the notes in your head, it makes everything much, much easier down the line. So, are you ready, Shannon?
I am.
Okay, here we go.
A part again.
Good job.
Nice. Those repeated G's, you're welcome to use a glottal stop. That's kind of what I did, like as if you're going or you could cut.
As the sun follows the moon, the B part follows the A part.
As the morning lark sings in the morning, so we will go a little bit higher.
Ready?
Yeah. The melodious, harmonious lark. Let's talk about some harmonies that the melody is suggesting.
I wish we would. So the tune is in D. We're going to start with a D chord.
1, 2.
Second phrase goes to a G.
Starting with a pickup note. 1, 2.
Third phrase, same as the first. Okay, this last phrase, I'm going to play a bar of G and a bar of A.
Thank you.
Which some people might look at the music written down and say, well, no, obviously it resolves back to the D chord. I kind of like the way this sounds better because it pushes a little further. It delays the resolution to the downbeat of the next part, which I find a little more exciting than just putting a period at the end of every single phrase.
Like it is, too. Beautiful. And we really did try da 4 da 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 5 da da 1. We also tried da 4 da da 5 da da 1 da da da. Both of those felt a bit basic.
And we tried 1 to 4 to 5 to 1. We tried them all. We tried them all.
Yes, this felt the most larkish.
Yeah.
Second time through the A part.
We have a lovely opportunity, especially the melody. The pickup note changes.
I'm going to change the pickup note.
Wow, yeah.
Da 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 dum do 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 dum. C natural pickup note makes it nice and tasty. Opportunity for you.
Yep, you get to go from a D to a D7, which has a C natural in it, which is not in the D major scale. It's a borrowed thing, but it leads you so nicely to the G chord. So just hear that one more time. Pretty.
First phrase, second time around. Woo! And then we got the second phrase the same as before.
Third phrase the same as the first. And then our fourth. Now we're on to the B part.
B part, harmonies.
D, D, A, D, G, A. So with really simple chords like that, a lot of the rhythm adds a lot to it, and I really try to play a nice jig rhythm underneath it. Another thing that I might do is go from like an F sharp to a G, not a whole chord change, just that one note, just to kind of acknowledge the notes that are happening in the melody a little bit without making too big a deal of it.
Right, and when you add some melodic color, it's a dialogue with me, it's a dialogue with the melody. It's just a more engaging, melodic, larkish way to play the tune.
It's the difference between playing the tune and playing some chords along with the tune.
Well, this has been very special, Matt Heaton.
It really has.
Shall we put the whole thing together?
I would like nothing better.
1, 2, 1. Thanks for joining us at the Tune of the Month. Hope that was helpful. Hope it was fun. And see you next month at the Tune of the Month.